Hi, good afternoon. So I'm Tim from Thycotic. I'm just going to talk you through the Thycotic PAM maturity model. So PAM could either be interchangeable between privileged account management or privileged access management. So we've worked with lots of organizations over the past, and we've got this maturity model, which you can see here. And there's 4 phases within that. So we can choose whether you're a laggard, i.e. behind the curve, or you're a leader with your PAM maturity model. So we've got analog, basic, advanced, and adaptive intelligent, where there's low risks and there's high risks to architecture and operations. So with analog in mind, these are the sort of things that organizations would have paper-based password tracking, or with no tracking, or using default passwords, or with no password rotation, or none or minimal password complexity requirements. So very sort of immature with regards to the feature of PAM and the maturity, but also very high risk in the fact that you're not controlling your access or your accounts. Moving through to basic, where you would start to automate privileged account discovery, you would have the concept of vaulting your passwords, using non-default password use. So you're starting to enforce complexity with your passwords, and introduce things like multi-factor authentication, so the likes of MFA or Google Authenticator, those sort of things, Ubico, and then taking into account the automated password rotation and randomization. So again, enforcing password complexity, enforcing rotation, and matching things like any compliance mandates that you might have in place that say you've got to rotate these after 60 days or 90 days. So we move on to the advanced model. So you can see we're starting to move towards the leaders, and the security posture is getting higher and above that security threshold. With the advanced area, we start to impose password hiding. So even though you're sharing your secrets, you're hiding the password. So people don't have to understand or know what those passwords are. And we can start to do things like privileged session proxying, dual control, so 4 eyes. You're now starting to impose workflows and approval processes on who can and who can't use secrets, and even how long they use them for. And session monitoring as well, so you can now monitor, audit, and see what these people are using, how they're using their passwords or secrets, and also export those things out to SIEM products to give you that extra layer of complexity. And then with endpoint, least privilege and application control. So you're starting to control the types of applications that are either blocked, allowed, in line with your organization's processes and procedures. Moving on through to the adaptive level, this is the really sort of the top end, where you start now to automate the detection and anomalies, and even remediate as well. So you start to have privileged behavior analytics using AI and the such likes. And then start to introduce things like automated privileged account lifecycle management. So you're automating the introduction of accounts. You're either automating the creation and tear down of these types of accounts. And as you've seen before, DevOps as well, a big piece of this is understanding how DevOps use secrets within their coding, etc., and locking that down, managing that and ensuring that you're getting the best security out of that. So as you can see from talking to all our customers that we have, we've produced this this model from laggards through to leaders. So and at the very sort of the minimum, you should be thinking about advanced as an area you should be at. And this doesn't really just apply to PAM. You can actually take this model and you can apply this model to really any part of your cyber security solutions or processes that you might have in place. So what do we do with Secret Server at Thycotic? So we can establish a vault. So here you would vault your secrets and keep them secure. We can discover unknown accounts, so give you full management of those accounts you don't know about, or people have tried to hide in the system. And then we can start to manage those secrets. So through the vault, you can manage who uses them, how they use them, how long they use them for, what they use them for, and then fully audit it as well. And delegate access. You wouldn't want to give domain access to everyone in the organization, so you can start to delegate who has access to those secrets, and then control the sessions that associated with those secrets. If you want to know more about our solution, you can come and see me. I'm on the Authology stand next door, and we can talk about the full feature set within the Secret Server or the Privilege Manager that we have at Thycotic. Thank you.